passengers, we regret to inform you that Air Sky Yeti Flight 150 to Denver International Airport has been delayed indefinitely. Please stand by.
This is the terminal.
How's it going? It's your boy. Back at it again with a brand new shot. How's everybody doing? How's it going, Batty, Tank, Viper? Y'all chilling?
This is the terminal.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, Air Sky Yeti Flight 150 to Denver International Airport has been canceled. Here at Air Sky Yeti, we wish you good night and good luck getting to your destination.
I'm ready now to let you go. I took my time, it was taking slow. I'm ready now to be alone. I'm ready now to take control. I recognize I'm better on my own. I'm ready now to be alone. I'm ready now, I'm ready now. I'm ready now, I'm ready now.
Doing pretty good. My Torque T came yesterday. I love it. Such great quality and pretty comfy. Heck yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've been pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty chill. I got off work early today, so gonna do some animation. See what we can get done here before it's bedtime. Thanks to Venture. I definitely work a lot to make it possible.
I'm ready now. I took my time, it was taken slow. I'm ready now to be alone. I'm ready now to take control. I recognize I'm better on my own. I'm ready now to be alone. I'm ready now. I'm ready now. I'm ready now. I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
The problem with Kickstarter is not really a problem. More so, is just like the problem with there's a problem with Kickstarter for me and my pipeline. Kickstarter puts a time constraint on my work. Because in order to do a Kickstarter, you essentially ask for like a lump sum of money that you then create your project with. And that works for some people. I don't like to be rushed in what I'm doing. I don't fit into a timeline per se. So like if I want to spend a lot of time on something, then I want to give it that attention. I don't want to be like, I have to get a certain amount done today, because all I would be using the Kickstarter for is money to quit my job and survive for the time of which I'm creating the project. So if I run out of money, then I'm screwed, right? I have to keep up the pace. It'll be like, okay, the Kickstarter made $50,000. That's enough for me to survive for a year, which means I only have a year to create the project. I thought that Skifters was only going to take a year, and it's going to end up taking longer. And that's okay. I want to have the flexibility to be able to give the show as much attention as it needs. And life happens, you know? Some things go quicker than you thought. Some things go slower than you thought. And sometimes things happen in life that slow you down. And then it's like... And then if I ran out of money and the show wasn't done, then it would be like, cool, like, glad that Kickstarter happened and people funded the show, but now I have to get a job partway through the show's completion. That's not cool. Patreon, that works if you have a timeline for the project, and you have like more people working on it, and it's like we're all spending a year, but I don't do that, and as a result, it's just a ton of added stress. That's all. Thanks, Mystery. I'm glad you like it. Let's go, Dokes. What kind of couches you get? Yeah, so the idea with Patreon is Patreon allows me to be like, this is how much I'm making a month, and that's not going to change. And then I can like, I'm not wasting time. Like I'm not working. I don't ever not work. But I can take my time in terms of like, I want this scene to be special, and therefore it's going to need more time. And I have that time because I don't have a budget per se. So that's why Patreon is my avenue. So if you like the show, consider supporting it on Patreon, because I would love to make it full time. You know? But yeah, Patreon is the best fitting for my my pipeline. But I have plans. I have plans for a video to make soon, where I'm gonna talk about a few things that I kind of want to get off my chest. about the future and about like what to expect from me. And I'm going to go over a couple of other things as well. There's a couple things that I just want to talk about. So, yeah. I'll go over this kind of territory of what we're talking about now. Patreon expects you to pay a certain amount of money a month, so you need to be able to actually make money on it to use it. Well, the idea of the Patreon is that, like, right now I work a full-time job in addition to my animation job, and it is just resulted in me working like a ton of hours a week. An unhealthy amount, I would argue. I work a lot. And I need to slow down. And the idea of the Patreon is it would just like let me slow down that other job rather than slow down this job, so that I can actually continue to create. And also like maintain my creative freedoms, which is really important to me, rather than working for somebody else. So that's the idea behind that. It's not really to enable me to do anything else. Like, I'm not going to hire anybody. I'm not going to hire other animators or anything like that. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Not going to change anything per se. The update's not nothing scary. It's more just like a few things that I want to talk about in terms of like what I'm planning for the future, how I plan to like move. We're going to talk a little bit about merch, both present and in the future, because people seem to be into the merch so far, but I do have a couple other things to announce. But it's nothing scary. I'm not like quitting or anything dramatic, you know. How's it going, Oz? Am I going to be animating on other projects? I don't plan on animating other projects that I plan on promoting. I used to animate professionally, and I found it to be slightly dissatisfying at the time. I'm thinking about not necessarily working on professional projects again. Very seriously, but I need to start making some money. It just life's expensive. I have my first child on the way, so that's very exciting. But that's not cheap. So life's becoming more expensive naturally over time. You know, I want to have a family and that kind of jazz. So, like, as much as I love Skifters and I love animating for myself, it's not paying the bill. It's not paying the bills. You know, I can't work for free forever, and I don't know. I don't really know what to do about it yet. But something's gonna have to happen. You know? Married, congratulations. I am married. Been married for 4 or 5 years. Also, Waffle Dad, really? Yeah. My wife and I are expecting our current Due date is in March. And we're very excited. But my wife's going to be taking some time off work for maternity leave. We need to make some money. If Skifters doesn't start producing something by the time it's baby time, regardless of what I do with my regular job, I will unquestionably have to start. Or sorry, if Skifters does not start producing something by the time it's baby time, I'll definitely have to take a step back from this project and all my animated projects, as I have to, I have to pay for the baby, and Skifters is not making me money, so I'm just gonna have to up my hours at my regular job, which will just effectively be decreasing the hours that I can work on this project, which is not the end of the world. It's just life. Not every project succeeds. Name the kid Torque. You're a pretty interesting guy. Thanks. I try to not be too strange. You know? Ba 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 ba. Sponsorships, maybe. Dude, I've tried everything. I've pitched this project to networks, not interested. I've tried to get people to invest, not interested. I don't know. I'm happy with how the fans have reacted to the show, but I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Honestly, I've tried everything, and I can't shout, "Hey, support me on Patreon" any louder without being, just like a psychopath. So I don't know. I'm probably being dramatic, but it's like, genuinely, I've tried everything. I've paid to run ads. I've posted my work everywhere. I share it with everybody. I tried to sell it. I've tried to monetize it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know how, it feels like luck at this point, which sucks because I hate waiting on luck, because what the hell is that? There's shows that are worse than mine that are doing far better, and there's shows better than mine that are doing worse, It truly feels arbitrary at this point. I feel like I've done everything that I possibly can. I don't know. I just want to make cartoons. I'm really at a loss for I don't know what else to. I feel like I'm not expecting that much of the industry. I just want to I want to work on my craft. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what more I could do. Just hope for the best. It's kind of what I've been working on. Yeah. How's it going, Rat? How's it going, Frog? Holy moly. Y'all popping off. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I haven't tried to get Skifters off the ground. Yeah, like I've seen Monkey Wrench, same thing. It's like I don't know. Like there's so many shows that just like don't get their due, and sometimes that's just the way it is. Sounds good, Frog. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put any shows down. I don't want any show. I have no malicious intent. I don't want any show to not do well. You know? I don't look at the success of shows like Amazing Digital Circus and think frick those guys. The show doesn't deserve it. You know? I genuinely don't feel that way. It's not my show. And then when I say my show, I mean it's not my taste. Like, I haven't watched all of Amazing Digital Circus. I don't think that I'm the target audience. Just doesn't really do anything for me. There's lots of successful shows. That's just the one that I'm just naming that one, not because I have a problem with that show, but because it's the most popular show right now, as far as indie goes. You know, I have no problem with that show. But, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of views next to, like, whatever, the 10,000 views that I get on my stuff. I'm not trying to compare myself to that show. But it's like, if this show got 1 million views and that show got 399 million instead of 400 million, like, I feel like it's just so out of proportion in terms of, like, how well things do, that, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to put the show down or say that it doesn't deserve the hype or that it's bad, because I don't think any of those things. But I do think that the way that the algorithm promotes things, when I can't help but look at the success of something like that and not feel like it's just slightly disproportioned. It just feels bad. It feels bad being kind of like feeling like my work's getting left out, and I don't know. I'm missing something, clearly. Trying to be optimistic, and I am optimistic. I certainly think that it'll happen for me one day. I've been nothing but positive, and you know, what am I trying to say? I'm trying not to be a fuddy-duddy or put myself down or put other shows down, because that's so not what I'm here for. I just want to make my show and not work 90 hours a week. That's the goal, because that's what I'm doing now. Holy frick. I'm tired. J'ai exhausted.
Happen most frequently in so-called liminal spaces, referring to transitional or purely functional man-made areas of buildings where the boundaries of reality seem to blur.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think that the Amazing Digital Circus, I don't want to criticize it, because clearly the target audience is seeing something that I don't, and that's totally fine. it's not for me. I watched the first episode and I was like, I don't really get this, and that was it for me. But it's more just looking at the numbers and just I can't help but feel left out by the medium that I've chosen, and that's just not a good feeling. Feels like I've done nothing but move correctly ? As to how the everyone says to move. I've done all the right stuff. I've said all the right things. I've put everything in the right place. I've done what is quote unquote correct and tried hard, worked hard. Been doing this for years. And I'm definitely incredibly grateful by how well things have gone with Skifters, because none of my shows have gone this well. So I'm definitely really stoked on how well things have been going. I just am not in the end zone yet. We'll get there. I think I need that.
The epic octopus song.
Yeah, it feels like every time I get told to do something by anybody or YouTube themselves, is like, here's how you should be moving to get big. And it's like, okay, like I don't care about, I don't need a zillion views. I just want to do what I wanted to do and get, and be able to do it full time. Like I don't need $1 million. I don't have any expensive taste or crazy crap that I need to do. Like I'm not going to buy a mansion. If I got $100,000 tomorrow, my life would change in the same way that it would change if I got $100 million. You know what I mean? Like I'm not an expensive person. I'm not gonna like. If the Patreon got to an amount, the goal is that the Patreon eventually gets to an amount that's high enough that I can quit my job and work on the cartoon full time. So until it does, I'm constantly thinking of ways to like make the Patreon more rewarding, make people want to, to subscribe. I don't know, like try to drive viewership there. That's kind of what I'm thinking about, the kind of stuff I'm thinking about right now. But once it gets to that amount, I'm not going to keep thinking that way. I'm not going to be like, okay, now how do I get the Patreon to $10,000 a month? How do I become a zillionaire? It's never been me. I don't think that way. I don't operate that way. And I mean, it's easy for me to say that when I haven't gotten to that point in my life. But I don't plan to turn into a psycho. I just want to make my cartoons, So, I don't know. Just whatever. We keep rocking and just see what happens, Yeah, that's the problem, is like it feels random. It has to feel random. I don't know that it is. But the idea is that like quality is like the harder you work, the better you get, the better your stuff becomes, and then eventually it's like you did it. Your stuff is good enough that people will watch. And I want to believe in that. I think that that's a good thing to believe. But I see shows that are not great doing really well, and then I see shows that are really great doing not well, and that creates this sort of syndrome where I'm like, I have no idea where I'm at now. I have no idea if it's even true. I have no idea if this will ever happen, because looking at all the stuff that I know and love, it's like it feels like it does feel random because it's not consistent. I don't think that I'm a perfect animator, and I don't think that Skifters is the best show ever. It's certainly not. But it feels like I could get even better tomorrow, which I'm planning to, and that won't matter. And that's such a defeating feeling. Cringe. Just depressing, you know? Yeah. Feels bad. I'm loving the work, and I'm loving that people are actually watching, because this is the first show where people have actually watched. This last 6 months of my animation career has been absolutely incredible. This is just I'm not in a dark spot. We're having a conversation about dark ways of thinking about the work, but I'm in a pretty good headspace. It sounds like this conversation is making it sound like I'm like, I'm gonna quit. I'm freaking out. I'm so fulfilled right now, and I'm so having an awesome time working on this show. I'm so glad people are liking it. I'm incredibly happy right now. Skifters has been the most rewarding project, purely just because, you know, you guys are here watching it and enjoying it like nothing I've done before, and that is just like the bomb. Like I said, this is just a dark conversation based on just a dark way of thinking, because, you know, we've all of us creatives have had these thoughts where it's like, sometimes you're like, what's the point when it's random? Like, everything I'm talking about is genuine, but I don't want the takeaway of this conversation to be like, Waffle Maker's going down he's going down a dark path. He's in trouble. I'm so not. Skifters has been awesome. I mean, look at me. I'm grinding right now. I'm not grinding because I'm like I'm genuinely having a great time. The show has been really awesome, and I want to bring people more because they're loving it. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. Before we change topics, which is inevitable, I just don't want the takeaway of this to be that we're in a bad spot, because we're not. Flip plushie when. That's one of the things I'm going to talk about in that video. The when is maybe one day if the show gets popular, but right now the show is not nearly popular enough for any of these companies that make that kind of stuff to think they're going to turn a profit or reach out or know that I exist. It's just not popular enough. Like, they want to sell hundreds of units, and I'll maybe sell 5. You know what I mean? So I would love to make that happen for you. It's just not that show yet. Appreciate it, Oz. Hell yeah, Frog. I'm glad. Next tank. Yeah, we'll get there. Trust me. In a year, or I don't know, a year, in an undisclosed amount of time, one day I will be like, remember when I used to think that it was so hopeless? What an idiot. You know what I mean? We will absolutely get there. It's just going to take some time, as all good things do. Plus, I'm going to say this right now on the record. Episode 3 is going to be Probably the best episode. This episode's going to rule, and I can't even tell you why without spoiling anything, but it's going to be lit. I cannot wait to see how everybody reacts. Come to the premiere. If you don't come to the premiere, you're cringe. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have, if you all in particular have been coming to the premieres, but the premieres have been awesome. That just like makes me so amped every time. Every time that a new episode comes out, it premieres on YouTube, so you can watch it live with the community all together. And that has just been so awesome. Just seeing the live reactions of how people feel about the show. Like the comments and stuff are amazing, where people have like more formed like thoughts. Like that's all great. Please continue to comment, but definitely watch the premiere. It's such good energy. And yes, I promise, pinky promise, I guarantee you. I mean, I think the finale is also going to be really good. This is going to be some good bits in there for sure. But I think that episode 3 is going to be the best, the strongest, the most special. When I make my shows, I kind of come up with like a bunch of ideas, and then I kind of write a show to make them like happen, you know? And the ones that I had for episode 3, like the reason we made the show is based on like what happens in episode 3. Like those beats and those set pieces that happen in this coming episode is like, that's why Skifters is here, is so that stuff can happen. And it might not be everybody's favorite, but as per my taste and what I think the quality and the objective meaningfulness of the show, I think episode 3 is going to take the cake. Monkey swinging on a swing. So time for sure. Let's see, I'll eat my hat. Sounds good, Frog. Yeah, if you can't make the premiere, you know, it's fine. Obviously, there's no hard feelings. I'm not here to be like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, only the cool ones go to the premiere. If you're not at the premiere, like, you're dead to me. That's, you know, cringe. If you can't make the premiere, you can't make the premiere. But if you can, you should, because it's fun. It's just such good energy. It's such an awesome payoff for me as a creator to be like, look at them. Look how many people are loving it. There's like, I don't know, there's like 20 people in there talking, but it's such a cool, like, seeing the live reaction. It's just, there's something authentic about it that's just so like, oh, like, this is it. This is why we did it. Look at people enjoying it. It's like the closest I'll ever come to having like an auditorium full of people watching, being like, yeah, like shouting in the crowd, and it's like, look, they like my thing. It's just for me, for my own selfish, you know, reasonings, it's very, very cool. The premiere, I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do, but I have really loved the premiere reactions every time, because people are just like so amped for it, and I love that. Heck yeah, Batty. I hope to see you guys there. There'll be an announcement for when it premieres. I usually do like a little like 10-second teaser of the episode, which I'm going to do again for episode 3. And on that one, I will leave I'll put a date. I'll put like a date and time for when it's going to come out publicly to premiere. And I'll be trying to push everybody to watching the premiere. I have to step away from the computer for like 10 seconds just to switch my laundry. I'll be right back. Driver! I am back. Yeah, we will have to we'll have to get the driver out again before Skifters is done, won't we? We'll see how that goes. I am Flip Gang, personally. Dude, you guys want to see something cool? You guys want to see something gangster? I wasn't going to show it. This is a sneak peek for just you guys, right? You can't tell anybody about this. you can't tell anybody about this, all right? I'll be right back. Yeah. I'm back. Dude, Skifter song? Let's go. Holy lug nuts! The color's all crappy because of the webcam. What do you guys think? Does that go hard? Or nah? Yeah, I got some samples today. I wish the lighting didn't suck. But it's damper. Flipper damper. I'm trying to get it to not catch my leg so that it's all like reflective. Chill out, girly pop. You've got this. I'm trying to use my leg. The overhead light is too bright. Wow, it's crazy. This shouldn't be better, but it kind of is. What a cutie. And I have one more that I'm not going to show you. Come on. You'll see it when you see it, you know? Instead, here's my cat. She doesn't like being on camera. What are you wiggling around for, huh? Say hi. Say hi. All right, I'll let you go. Sorry to bother you. Hmm? Okay, goodbye. She's gone. Blah. Yeah, I wanted to do a second draft of merch that was a little bit more, was just a little different from the original vibe, and showcase some more of the characters. A lot of people are asking for damper and stuff, so I talked about earlier, I was like, I'm going to do a video soon talking about a few things that I want to talk about, which is coming. And during that time, I'll be showing off those pieces, and I'll talk about some of that while I do that video. So, oh, I actually have a fourth piece, but I don't have a sample for it yet. But I think it'll be awesome. I think that's mainly the reason why that video hasn't come out yet, is because I'm waiting for the samples. Yeah, that's it. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, my cat's name is Lady. She's a cutie. Her name is Lady. Little Lady. And she is a cutie pie. Despite the fact that she doesn't love being on camera, she's a cutie patootie. Yeah, she's a cutie. Cutie pie. She has this awful habit right now. She wants to drink water out of the sink. So she like refuses to drink water from her bowl, and she tries to get us to like turn on the tap. And it's just so brutal because she just like won't drink her water and is like meowing all the time at us. Like, go brush my teeth, and she's like trying to drink the water. Like, get out of here. Awesomeness. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay. So April is tagging behind them. She's trying to shoot down the skift. We're shooting. Torque goes up. Deflects one of the bullets. We're going to make this a little bit bigger.
I'm tired of hollow hearts. I'm tired of fixing scars that don't belong to me. You're all I need. I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna fall. Standing on the edge of it all. Tether me to reality. I feel it in my body. It's you. When the world is falling apart, I only need you. I've been waiting.
I like this song too. Eating breakfast. Dude, it's 10 p.m. Shot looks rad so far. Thanks. I like it so far. I like it. I will say, so far, this is my favorite shot of episode 3. I know you guys haven't seen this played out yet, but the shot frickin' rules. Look at that. Just the pose, just everything about this is so cool. Although I will say, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna put it over here so I don't accidentally spoil anything. Because I'm not gonna spoil anything. What am I, cringe? But my storyboard, once I show it to you, is not going to reveal anything. But this is gonna be the best shot of the whole series. Let's freaking go! That's not true. The best shot of the whole series is gonna be in the finale. Do you guys like my storyboard? Can anybody tell what's happening here? This is gonna be the best shot in episode 3. It's gonna be epic. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be the best shot of the episode. The best shot of the series? I already know what it is. It's gonna be it's gonna go so hard. You guys aren't ready. And I don't know if my storyboard will spoil it. Let's check to make sure before I do that. I doubt it. There you go. Best shot in the series. That's the best shot in the series. Can you guys believe it? Oh my gosh. Dude, it goes so hard. Look how long it is too. Oh my gosh. All these little chips are like, these are the other shots before and then the other shots after. And then this whole thing is the big boy, the big money shot. Yeah, dude. I don't want to toot my own horn, but y'all are not ready for this. You're not even ready. It's gonna be epic. Yeah, the storyboards aren't great. I mean, the shot that we just animated right now on the stream, that's this. This is the storyboard for that. Is this shot. Swing. That is this. And then in this shot, which is the next shot, she's gonna fall down and land in cool guy superhero landing pose next to Max. See, Torque and Max. You know, the storyboards they're not great. I am not an artist. I'm not a pencil artist. You know, there's Max reloading. Then he grabs ammo, then reloads, and then fires his gun. Look at that. Crazy action shot. Bam. Max shooting his gun. Epic. Really captures the essence of max ammo. Wow. Powerful. We're professionals. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I don't even think we need that. Swing. Okay. We need to make this flashy a little bit more wow. A little bit more pizzazz going on here. And then we're going to add some smears in the form of blend shapes. And then we'll be done. That's pretty neat. Diddle-diddle-doo. Diddle-diddle-doo. Yeah, the storyboards were kind of only ever meant to be seen by me, so it was very like, as long as I know what's going on, then we're fine. So they achieve that, but yeah, they are pretty freaking sad. Not gonna lie. Whoops.
I fight fires all around me. I stay silent when I'm drowning. I never wanted you to notice. I always wanted to stay out of focus. It's me against myself. Feels like I'm on the wrong side. I feel like someone else.
Alright, so let's rip some blend shapes / smears here. Get things flowing a little bit better.
Someone to fix me. tell you when everything falls apart, and I'm afraid of losing what's left. Yeah, I'm afraid of me and what's next. Thoughts spin round in my head and I'm still catching my breath lately. Nothing makes sense at all, 'cause it's me against myself. Feels like I'm surrounded, but I don't ask for help, 'cause I feel like I can't win. It's me against myself. Feels like I'm on the wrong side. I'm broken, I need someone to fix me.
Okay. We're getting there.
Hard day, long night, making it tough to be alright. I can pretend, but it's not right. Small town, big dream. Don't you know nothing comes easy? Bring it right back to the kids we used to be. A teardrop in the ocean when everybody told us no.
Okay, let's fix some errors here.
Back then we were
We've got errors in the hips here for sure. So let's clean that up. I'm not innocent, more like a boomerang. I'm sure you'll find your way back. Yeah. Ricochet to me. Find your way back. Yeah.
Fix what is broken.
Here, we definitely have some clipping in the arm. Losing some volume in the shoulder. I'm not innocent. Clean that up a bit.
Finally, looking, you'll see not too far off where we wanted to be. Had to let you go to
Her head is bobbing a little bit.
came back. You were mine for eternity. Don't you trip? No sudden moves. Think we're on our way. No
Right, right, not right.
best, and I'll give you the rest for forever.
Right, right, right.
I'm not innocent, more like a boomerang. I'm sure you'll find your
Better.
find your way back.
Much better. Okay, we need to fix this. Losing a lot of volume here. Yeah. Find your way back to me. Fix what is broken.
We'll fix what is broken.
Here, this is definitely pulling too far. Okay, let's start rendering this out and see how it looks. Gonna hide torque. Start with the sky. Sky, stars, Garboshi, torque, green. Oops. Real life locations? No. Nothing. I've talked about this before on the stream, but I try not to. I don't use direct inspiration when I'm conceptualizing or creating things. I feel like it's a recipe for feeling like I'm copying out. I feel like I'm copying, you know. So when I sit down, I don't like look at reference and go like, oh, I want to make it like XYZ. I just kind of go based off whatever's in my brain, which is definitely still inspired by things that I know. Don't get me wrong. But I try not to sit down and like try to make things like my reference. I don't use reference. I don't think there's anything wrong with using reference. It's more just like it creates a feels bad experience for me. I always feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm cheating. I don't like to use reference. Interesting. Oh. Waffles all the way. Waffles all the way, baby. Okay, we have to re-render Torque's layer and close her eyes on entry. Get past me.
This feels a little too perfect how we are now. You think I throw a little caution, but I don't want this to change. Been waiting too long for a moment like this.
How's it going, Stephen Peck? Mike and X Cotton Candy. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Way better. Way better. I trust us. Oh, dude. Stephen Peck, check this out. Came in the mail today. I was just showing chat a moment ago. Looked better in the night. Looked better in the dark earlier. Holy lug nuts! Yeah? Really cool? I'm back. You guys like my Viper Bite? My Viper Bite sticker? And then I've got Flip on my Chug Jug. What a cutie! I have a few more stickers from my sticker sheet, and I don't know where to put them. Got Max, and I got a Great Spark and stuff. I'm saving the Great Spark. I don't know where I want it to go. Trust us. Holy lug nuts! Say the line, Bart. Stickers are rad. Yeah, I have more stickers. I have more stuff coming. I keep talking about it. We're gonna make a video about it. We'll get there. We'll get there, you know. I gotta film my thing. Yeah, I got on the skateboard the other day, and it was not great. I was like, I really wanted to get back on the skateboard, and first of all, I've totally lost it. Couldn't believe it. I was like, I'll be fine. Totally lost it. And then I was like, I feel like I was just like kind of like forcing myself to like it. I don't think it's for me, which just is fine. Skateboarding's cool. I don't think it's for me, which is fine. Okay. New shot gang. I need to... Oh, it's still rendering. Classic. Mirror by... Who was it? Sounds good, Steve. See you later. Steve. It's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, my ears. Knew it was coming. I'm so sorry for your ears too. Freaking stupid Maya. They put the bloody sound. They put the play blast button in the worst spot. It frequently just jump scares the crap out of me, blasting my ears apart. Apologies. I know that was loud. I try really hard to make that not happen. I promise. Woof. Yeah, the UI is definitely different. Some people like it, some people hate it. It doesn't really bug me. But I feel like the change is always like, what the heck, you know? It's always like jarring at first, you know? I just saw that. That needs to get deleted. And then that needs to get deleted. Will you put a lot of effort into Skifters 4 in the case that they may be the last animation work for a while, also assuming that Skifters 4 is the last episode? Yes, so Skifters, episode 4 of Skifters will be the last one. It's going to be a 4-episode project. Which is the way that it's always been intended. I know that that's kind of short, but that is the way it's going to be. I will be putting effort into episode 4. I don't like to say that I'm going to put more effort into episode 4 because that implies that I'm not putting effort into the current episodes, and that's not the case. I try hard at all the episodes. Not just whatever. So I'll be putting equal amount of effort. I do think that just given the nature of what's happening in the episode towards the end, the way that it's written is causing there to be a lot of like extra spectacle and bombastic stuff and payoff in the finale by nature of the fact that it is in fact the finale. We want to, end on a crazy note. So yeah, not going to be putting extra energy, but by nature, this episode will be a bit more cataclysmic, as it is the climax of the story. Oops. What was I going to say? The other part of your question was, it may be a little while, in case it may be the last of your animation work for a while. I was talking earlier about how I might, have to slow things down, but I will not be stopping. I've already started writing my next project, which I was talking a little bit about on the Patreon the other day. I've already started writing my next project. I already know what it's going to be about. I already know my characters, and I've got mostly all of the story beats complete. So I already know what I'm doing next. The moment Skifters is done, I'm immediately going to start working on that project. I don't like to not be working. I'll maybe take a couple days off, but I will be immediately beginning on the next project. The issue is if I get busy with life, because I can't afford to animate full time, it might just be a little slower. If life is a bit more expensive at that time when the baby comes. But I will be immediately working on the next project. There will be a gap between uploads for a while because Skifters is going to complete, and then in order for me to start the next project, I have to model all of my characters. I have a ton of modeling to do, a ton of work to do on the front end. So before you actually see any animation, I'm going to be in the lab cooking up character rigs for a few months. Which will take time. So it might feel like I disappear when Skifters is done, but I'm still working, and you'll see me streaming. And you'll see me in the Discord and stuff. You'll see me on Patreon. But I'll be, cooking up the new crew, the new props, all of the new stuff. That's the most important phase. The more time that I spend there, and the more I learn, and the better my rigs are, the better things are going to end up. So Skifters, it was about 2 months of Skifters of making rigs and character models and props and stuff before I was actually animating. So there'll be a little gap where it's kind of like I go silent, not silent, but just I'm not going to be uploading cartoons because I'll be working on all of that, you know. But yeah, I'll be working on the next project almost immediately. I am not very good at sitting still and not working, so yeah, pretty epic. Really excited for the next project. I can't really talk about it because I don't know if things are going to change, and I don't want to give anything away because we're still so early. But yeah, the next project I'm very excited for. Every time I make a new project, my basic philosophy is to take what works about the previous project and what I like about it and push that into the forefront and focus on more of that, more of the good part, and then take the things that I don't think really worked or I don't really like or the parts that I think are weak and remove, or if I cannot fix them immediately, then completely remove them. That's usually the philosophy. So there's lots of things that I think Skifters does well. I think that Skifters has a lot of fun moments, and a lot of fast moments, a lot of moving moments, and a lot of memorable moments. A lot of charm and wit and fun characters and fun set pieces. I want to have more of that, push that. I like the simplistic style, like the simplistic colors. I like how everything flows and how everything's very snappy. I think that there's a lot of good that Skifters does that I enjoy, that I want to push. There's also things that I think that Skifters doesn't do super great. I think that there's a little bit too much exposition. There's a little bit too much, just like there's a lot of twists and turns that I have planned that we haven't gotten to yet that require a lot of setup and require a lot of like exposition in order for them to feel like a meaningful payoff. And I don't think that the setups feel very fun. They're just a lot of like talking and explanation, a lot less telling and not a lot of showing. These are things that I think Skifters does not do well. And I'll try to fix those. And if I can't fix them, we're going to find strategies to do without them entirely. So while I'm writing this new script, I'm kind of like looking at Skifters and its shortcomings and its strengths as I do. And I'm kind of like, okay, like let's write something accordingly to what I think Skifters does and does not get right. So yeah. That Skifters is written in a way where we have a bunch of information about their world, but not too much to the point where we need a bunch of useless information we don't need to know. Yeah, try to keep it to the bare necessities. But I think I did an okay job with that. I just think that it's not perfect, and I want it to obviously be as good as possible. So I'd like to trim the fat a little bit of the next project. And I can't talk about the new project, and not because I have like anyone telling me I can't. I can obviously talk about it if I wanted to, but I'm so not quite exactly sure that I'm doing what I'm planning to do right now. I'm running a lot of tests with Skifters. I talked about that a little bit in my Q&A. I'm trying to do some things that are out of my comfort zone, or like I'm dipping my feet. So like I have like ideas for future projects, and I'm like, oh, like let's do that. Let's do that like baby mode, 10%. With Skifters, and then like that'll tell me, like I'll know real quick if I want to do that in full or not when the time comes. So I don't want to be like, oh, it's gonna be this and it's about that, and then I come up with a better idea, or I perfect something, or I do run one of my tests and I'm like, oh, I don't like this, let's not make that project. And now I have to like backtrack and be like, I know I said that it would be about this, but here's why that sucks, and then I have to do all that, so I don't want to do that. So, but yeah, I do have a name picked out that I'm pretty sure I'm committing to, but I again don't want to talk too much about it. I have a name, I have characters. I definitely have a couple character designs that are so freaking gangster. Really excited for one character so far. There's a couple characters I don't know what they look like yet, to be honest. But there's two characters. There's three. There's three characters that I know what they look like, and they look so good. I mean, they're in my head, but they're gonna be epic. Cannot wait for some of the ones that I've already got planned. They're gonna look really, really snazzy. Okay, this is all set up to start our next shot, which is epic. I am gonna stop here because I need to go to sleep. I gotta go to bed and do it all again tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna animate. I don't think that'll be streaming because I'm gonna be getting up a bunch to do a few different things. I got a few chores to do around the house, so I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be working tomorrow, which will be lit. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. This is all prepped. Boom, 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 boom. Ready for bed. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me yap. Sorry if it was a little gloomy at one point there. But yeah, the gloom is just as valid as the stoke. Sometimes you gotta feel it out. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys in the Discord, and I will see you next time. Support the series on Patreon if you want to see me animate more, and sleep well. Bye.